Alright, so I'm just coming on here because I've made some videos this last week of my offspring, and I did park adventures starting at the bottom. First year after CPS, first violated our family, and then, a little bit more of a title that keeps going. And then the next video is cherished moments in our home, before second false allegation. And then, like I said, the title goes on to more. Outdoor adventures, first year after CPS, private business association, basically came into our lives. Mystery accusers, what have you done? Dental field trips, awards, etc. Allie's Rodeo, summer 2015, no seizure disorder, anonymous reporter. That's all about karma coming because of the lies and deception from all of the first allegation. All that's been done, and to bring about this. Yes, it's a cause and effect, and I've created this somewhere in my life and or past lives, and so, I'm starting to understand that and take responsibility and just looking at different areas to raise my consciousness. But there were lies used in order to bring this about, and so that is karmatic for those entities, those men and women who were involved, that were used as minions and chose to get involved and to make up falsehood, lies, and to deceive people. And so then I have Cowgirl Up, prior to fleeing to Mexico, December 27th, 2015, due to CPS. I will make a video in the future about fleeing to Mexico in order to try to protect our family. And it's interesting, I've read some comments that say, oh, you should have just packed up and left. Well, we did. They came on the 23rd. We packed up and left after Christmas. We weren't celebrating Christmas at that time. That was the first year we weren't, and my earthly family wasn't very happy about that. Thought that I was just paranoid, and all these changes I was making, questioning different things. Believing that we could do more in our lives to heal ourselves naturally and different things like that. Though, I took my offspring to the natural path, and I was coerced for a long time to go to the conventional doctors, and I was in a place where, you're ignorant, and I was ignorant, and I didn't know about the hidden contracts and different things that I was involved in when I went to school and was, getting some assistance during that time when I was getting my master's degree, and then just trying to get our feet out there and moving in a direction where I was able to really land a job and get through my internship. And then my husband at the time, when the economy crashed, there were so many things, and it was the universe coming around saying, okay, it's time for some reaping of what you're sowing and for karma. And that's just sometimes difficult to understand and to know, but when you get into the contracts and stuff, it's hard. So I just wanted to, I'll touch on that more later in kind of what happened in going to Mexico, and just our experience of going, into Tijuana and actually coming out of Tijuana. My husband did a couple times, and just what he experienced with the border control and patrol and different things like that, and then just what we experienced in the country and what the outcome was. But people in the comments would say, you should just pack up and go. And there are some families right now, many around the world, who are hiding from the attacks that are coming against so many. For people who are raising their consciousness, who are questioning, and who are innocent. So that's something that people do need to be aware of. One of my favorite videos is Talented. Dance, sing, play harmonica, not yours to take. But, you know, it continues growing in the truth, growing in my my journey, my spiritual awakening. And this is when I got ripped is what did it. It helped me to, well, it tore everything from me and helped me to expand and to open up. So, yeah, I'll be going more into that later. Then Random Moments Caught on Video on Purpose, Universal Laws and Effect, and that hits on, I mean, the videos don't talk about any of that. They're just actual, all of these are videos that I found in old YouTube that I wanted to share. And I have some more when my oldest was really young, when I taught them all how to ride horses and everything, and just teaching them how to pick the feed and stuff, and just that kind of fun stuff, you know, the stuff that you don't realize you're taking for granted at the time. So anyways, today I uploaded Are You Conscious Enough to Question the Lies We've All Been Fed by that's not Dr. Suzanne Humphrey's title of the video. That's the one I put on it, and then I left links in my videos to the original video that I got the video from, that I downloaded it from, and then also several other videos that I have attached to it and have watched in the past. And a lot of Dr. Suzanne Humphreys I watched way back a long time ago when I was starting to wake up and question things. So like 2010, 2012, 2014, in that time in my life. I mean, I was starting to slowly wake up, but I was very much indoctrinated in different BS belief systems and whatnot. And then I have The Truth is Simple, the concealed lymphatic system, which I may end up, after all these other ones, if YouTube lets them go through, because these have been processing now like this for now over an hour, and they won't let them go through. The health discussion on the flu has been sitting there saying uploading for the same amount of time. They did let the cancer is not a death sentence. The first time it said failed and it wouldn't let it go through by Dr. Morse. And I wanted to, the lymphatic system of Dr. Morse, I was going to maybe, after Dr. Suzanne Humphreys and some of Dr. Sherry Tenpenny's went through, I wanted to go more into his, because that's kind of where I am today. So there's information on all of these that's helpful, like a look into the death of the holistic doctors and stuff. Dr. Rima, what's her name? It's going to come to me, Labo. She goes into some interesting connections with chemistry and just different things like that. So I just wanted to do a video on this to show this is kind of what happens. And then I went into my spam after this to see that I just was looking for an email from someone to see, okay, is that where it went? Because when you're trying to connect with different people, a lot of times that's what happens. It looks like right now it's interesting. Maybe the healthy discussions on measles is going to come through. I tried to do one by Dr. Suzanne Humphreys on the shedding of the measles and different things when you're vaccinated, and it wouldn't even upload. So I am going to try that again. But these, the light will expose the dark, which are you. Which side are you on, basically? And I speak the truth. This is a good place to begin, because I want to just help people to question. You know, I don't expect people to believe me, and I wouldn't want people to. I just want to be a springboard for people to raise their consciousness and to dig deep into some of these areas that will help you to eventually get to a place where you're able to step back from the conditioned mind and the conditioned emotions. You're able to use them effectively to help you in rising up and being more conscious, being the observer. That is where I am. I'm not an expert in any of this, but what I'm doing is I'm sharing my experiences and what I am learning that's helping me to know better as to what I'm here to do and who I am, and more about that, and our divine creator, more about the universal laws, and how we are to be able to do more in this life, or to be more. To, instead of doing, I guess we just be. We be the light, and to shine for others. And so when we, there's things we are going to do because we're here to experience. We're also, like I said before, I'm learning about the karma and the cause and effect. We learn that even as a Christian. Back when I was a Christian, we learned about that. We just don't really understand it. It's in all these different cultures that it's there, but people just really don't take the time to understand this. And it's stuff that we do need to understand because of the spiritual battle that is taking place. And we can just step back really and look at it, that it's happening. The autistic rates, the cancer rates, the way that the disease model that runs this country, and that there's so much silencing of having open, healthy discussions to be able to really examine things, and to have that those talks that need to happen in order for us to be informed and to make decisions and to be healthy, So, anyways, I just thought that maybe coming onto my channel to show, as I'm making a video, kind of what I'm seeing and experiencing, that you would be able to know, what people are up against. A second ago, that healthy discussion one, I mean, it is saying it's processing now, but just in this time on this video, you can see that I have, it's just stuck there. So we'll see if it ends up saying it's a failed, and then I'll have to try again, and we'll see if it lets me upload. But if not, I am going to just attach these to my other videos so that you can go into the resources. And then I encourage all people to download, upload these to a separate server. Make sure that you have it on a hard drive so that anytime they're deleted, because if I go back to my channel and I go into the playlist on these type of videos exposing pharmakia and stuff, there are several that have been deleted, and I think I came through and I started to delete some of them. Some got turned to private, but I had other ones, like from Dr. Jennifer Daniels and stuff, that were deleted. I had one I really liked by Dr. Morse, and it was everything you need to know about food, or everything you need to know about fruit. I have to go back to an email because I sent it to a few people, and then I noticed a few days later it was removed. The video was, and it's frustrating to have them deleted, but I thought I would keep them on here when you see if it's deleted or private and different things, just to see kind of how things are going on and how they happen. We need to be aware that this is going on, that there's major censorship in the corporate United States, and we need to make sure that we continue to share, and that these videos, we have that information as much as possible right now, because as things progress, there will be energies that come in to try to silence that more and more. So now is the time to awaken to these things, to become more aware, to question everything. That's what it's about. Question and get to a place of knowing. That is what I'm trying to let go of desires and wants and stuff, but you do have a direction that you're wanting to go in. You want to either be going in a direction towards the light, the true light, or you're going to be going in the opposite direction. And there's health and healing on one path, and there is the road to Hellville on the other. That's how Dr. Morris and his students and whatnot have explained it to be, and I see that in all areas of our lives. So I want nothing but truth. I do not want deception. And where there's moments in my life where I am reaping what I've sown, I want to learn and I want to overcome. I want to rise above that to become a better woman and to be free. I want to be free. I want my soul to be free, no longer bound to the chains that this world has put people in. And it's time for us to take a stand in love and in truth. And that's what matters. It's not the truth that other people are like shoving down our throats. They say it's truth, I mean. It's like, no, this is truth. This is truth. No, if we're not able to have a discussion about it, we're not able to look at all sides of it, then there is deception involved. There's no reason why everything should not be transparent. There's no reason why things should be classified and all this other stuff. We are the ones that need to have a voice. That's what I mean. Rise up with our voices and to not consent to things that are harming ourselves or other people, because it's karmatic. All of this is. So much love and light to you all, and I hope you have a blessed day, and I will be back with other videos on my next step in my growth journey and just going into some of our experiences in being attacked by CPS and their multidisciplinary team that works together in the legislation that continues to be passed in order to protect and support and enforce those who are in seats of power. Shalom.